What's up, y'all? Xavier Joseph here. Thank you so much for joining me for another YouTube video. Today, we're going to have another discussion video, and today's topic is going to be a topic that kind of plagues us all, if you will, especially at the start of our fitness journey, honestly, throughout our entire fitness journey. That is body dysmorphia. What is it? It's a mental condition where you can't stop looking for the flaws on your physique. And of course, when you start your fitness journey, you're picking yourself apart. You kind of had your enough is enough moment. And, that's all good. Don't get body dysmorphia mixed up with just kind of your enough is enough moment. It's okay to look at your body and be upset with it, if you will. Be disgusted with it, even if you will. But there is a limit to how much you can kind of hate on yourself. All right? So, we start off picking ourselves apart and everything, and then we say, you know what, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to change my body. I'm going to change my health and fitness. And a couple weeks go by, and you start maybe losing a little bit of weight. You start feeling good about your results and everything. But then you'll see one other guy at the gym or one other girl at the gym, or you'll just look at yourself one morning and you'll just kind of, feel bad about your body. Or you'll have a cheat meal or a little something the night before, and you'll wake up the next day kind of feeling like, oh, that one cheat meal ruined everything. And realistically, that is the body dysmorphia kind of kicking in. All right, we all experience this. It's fairly normal, and the most important part of this is to kind of keep it in check. Again, it is okay to kind of use your body and look at your flaws as motivation for getting better, taking the next step in your fitness journey, but there is a point to where you can go too far. All right, there is a point where you just being unreasonable, hating on yourself, especially if you've already made the commitment to move forward. You can't dwell on what happened, how you got to where you are, regardless of what size you're starting this journey on. And you also have to kind of put it in perspective. How did you fall off the bandwagon, if you will? Was it were you focusing on your fitness and then you had a kid? That was a noble thing to do. That was a great thing to do because you only have that time once. But now it's time, you're in a schedule. Now it's time to kind of get back on it. Don't be down about yourself on that. When you had one opportunity to really make a lot of extra money to set your family up for the future and you let your fitness go, that was great. That was a noble sacrifice you made. Now it's time to get back on track. All right? So really kind of think through that, guys. Don't just look at yourself and say, oh, I'm fat, I'm overweight, I'm disgusting, I can't. Don't be that hard on yourself. We all have our down moments. It's going to be what it's going to be. But at some point, reality's got to kick in. Reality has to take control at some point. So how to combat this? Nothing earth-shattering, but it's pretty simple, but it's also kind of hard to do, in my opinion, is when you wake up in the morning, when you look at yourself in the mirror, before your body has the option to start going down that path of picking apart your body negatively, have 3 things ready about yourself, about your body, not just about yourself in general, about your body that you're grateful for. Even when I'm in like an off season and I'm not as lean as I would like to be, my legs are always nice and thick. My calves they're pretty thick calves, even though I don't train them that much. I'm blessed with genetically big legs and calves, regardless of what I do with my fitness. That's something I'm always grateful for. Even though my chest can always be bigger, stronger, I'm blessed with a pretty heavy set of chest and shoulders. Of course, my problem spots are my shoulders and my back, because since I do have a pretty broad chest and a wide frame, my shoulders have to match that. So naturally, my shoulders don't match that. So I have to work harder to make it happen. So those are the parts that you have to work on, but be grateful for the parts that are just naturally there. Do you have naturally a big set of arms? So you got a good framework. Do you naturally have a big chest? Do you naturally kind of live in a slightly slimmer frame, but maybe you just have some love handles? Look at your body and pick out 3 things. It doesn't have to be 3 different things every single day, but it's really a mental game here. Fitness is so much a mental game, really over a knowledge-based game. Now, that's not a super cut and dry sentence. There's a lot of gray area in there, if you will. But it is really, really, really a mental game. Okay, if you can keep that mental, your mental capacity in check, then you will really have a better journey and make better gains overall. All right. So just three things about yourself that you are grateful for, that you love, that you're happy, regardless of what frame you're sitting in. Okay. Now, the last thing I'm going to say on this, because this isn't going to be a long video, we start off, overweight or needing to fix something with our fitness or whatever. We go through our journey. 1 year, 2 years down the road, guess what? You're still going to have the dysmorphia. I still have it now. I'm going to put a picture up right here. If you look at this picture, now that I look back, I love my frame. I love the way I looked. It was great. It was one of the best experiences stepping on stage, especially from the time beforehand. It was so much improvement when I compare these photos. But when I was in that shape, I was not happy. I wish I was better. I wish I was stronger. I wish I was thicker. I wish I was this. But looking back, I'm grateful for this. This set me up to be able to do what I'm doing now. We will always have that constant body dysmorphia, and I know a lot of competitors that they compete, and the times that they have won, their body wasn't where they thought it was. So there's a lot of times that we see something the rest of the world doesn't. My wife won first place at the Arnold Classic, I believe just like the second biggest bodybuilding show in the country, and maybe even the world. And when we're having our meal after, she's blown away. She's like, how did I do this against this person, against that person? It's like you're sitting there with the trophy and you still can't see what your body, how good your body looks. So it's something that follows us along like the whole time, guys. Body dysmorphia is never just gonna go away. Your job is to keep it in check. Okay, this will be a constant battle regardless of how fit you are. Okay, and I challenge anyone who says otherwise, because you get into this point where you're consistently wanting better for yourself, and that is picking apart the flaws of your body. But as you know, if you've done any type of therapy or psychological work in any capacity, our bodies, you'll see that our minds are almost like trained to, when you open up a negative door, to just go down that door and go down that rabbit hole as intensely as possible. So the most important thing is to remember this is a constant battle, and you have to continuously keep working to assist yourself, like to keep it in check, basically. That's to keep it in check. Don't let yourself get crazy about it. Don't let yourself get too overwhelmed or too bogged down in it. Anyway, guys, that's all for today. Thank you so much. Be safe out there. I hope you guys are doing amazing things on your fitness journey. If you haven't, subscribe already. I would love for you to join all this new stuff that I'm doing. And go check me out on Instagram. And if you love country music, I just released a brand new single titled Gone. I'm gonna leave a picture up here of that one too. And I'll have a link to that below. Anyway, y'all, till next time, thank you so much. Love you guys. Thanks for following this journey with me. And I'll see you next time.